Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Dolls for Dolls. This is Jessica, and today we're going to be taking a look at Kit 3 of the You Create Barbie Basics dolls. Now, this is the first kit that we saw revealed by Mattel Creations, and I was really excited about them. I had high hopes for these dolls just based on seeing these girls, and overall, even though, like I said in my previous video, I was disappointed about a couple of things, I am glad that I got them because I still think that they're worth it. They just need a little bit of love, you know, a little bit of extra time put into the wigs if you like doing stuff like that. Or if you enjoy rerouting dolls, you know, it's a good opportunity for you to practice your skills on that, and maybe if you're like me, even learn how to do the pattern and, you know, do the holes and stuff yourself. So anyway, the doll that goes with these that you could get individually is the Claudette doll, and she is on the tall body. And the kit came with a petite, a curvy, and a regular body type. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the first girl off of her stand, and we will take a closer look at her. So here is our lovely petite girl. The face sculpts for this kit are Min, Rose, and Caro. I believe that's the way you say it. But we don't know which one goes with which sculpt. So I just call her the petite girl just because that's the body I have on her, or I have her on. But anyway, she is wearing this blonde and black wig, and it's pretty nice. It's one of the better ones, I would say, and that's the way it looks on the inside. And I have it, you know, I had her wearing it like this, and then I switched it around to a side part. So it's fun to play around with the part of the hair, because depending on how you place it, it does make it look a little bit better, in my opinion. But her face is just beautiful, y'all. She has lovely brown eyes and kind of like a corally eyeshadow with some brown to go with it. And she has a nice bronzy kind of lipstick, and she also has lip liner. I hope y'all can see that. I'm trying to, you know, figure out my new setup. I moved my old table out and got a desk in here, so I'm just trying to figure out the lighting and stuff, because my window unfortunately is covered now by the desk. So I don't know if it's helping or hurting as far as the light goes, but y'all just bear with me on that. But anyway, moving on. She has these lovely bronze earrings. They're little hoops, and they kind of twist a little bit. That's kind of cool. And I put her in this little tank top with the one strap, and it velcros at the back. And she's wearing this adorable little skirt that kind of does this little curvy pattern at the bottom. Almost looks like Tinkerbell's skirt. So that's pretty cool. And that does velcro. I think that's the only skirt that velcros. I might be wrong, but I think the other clothes, or the other skirts and pants, pull on and off. So I have to double check that, but yeah, anyway, that velcros. And then she's wearing these cute little flats. They're black, and they kind of look like ballerina shoes, but just a little bit more pointy in the front, and they have the little gold on the bottom. And her movement is the same as the others. I wanted to show you how the mold mark looks on her. I think this set, it's kind of worse. Whoops, focus. It's kind of worse, or I should say more noticeable than Kit 1, and I haven't done anything to Kit 1 yet. I did do Kit 2, which y'all saw, you know, the Asian one in the previous video. But this one, these dolls, I think I'm gonna have to put a little bit more time into sanding that down to make it less noticeable. So I will get to that eventually. That's the only downside, like I said, about those, is you have to work harder at them being less visible if you don't like that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab another doll, and I will be right back. Here's our lovely curvy girl. I put the glasses on her, so I'll just show y'all how they look. They're just like a bronzy color with black lenses, and they're really cute, pretty plain and simple. And I put the afro on this girl. I just thought that, you know, she reminded me of Elle anyway, and so I was like, she's got to have the afro, and I hope that I can root an afro onto her, or at least give her, you know, more textured curly hair, because I don't really want all my dolls' hair to be straight. Like, I want them to have some individuality and, you know, look different, but I've never worked with curly hair with rooting, so you know, I'll have to do that for the first time. And Amy over at Amy Plays with Dolls says that it's easier if you're a beginner to use curly hair in her experience. So since I am experienced with straight hair, it should be fine. But anyway, moving on. The afro is really beautiful. I love the color. It's got brown and kind of like two shades of brown going through, I would say. And it's just really beautiful for her. It matches her eyes really well. And the only thing I would say about this is that it was harder for me to figure out which direction to set it on her head, because it was easy to fall off. So I don't know if I had it on the correct way, but anyway, that's how it looks on the inside. And she looks good bald too. Like, if you wanted a bald doll, all of these look good bald. They pull it off well, but especially her, because I think she looks like a real African woman straight from Africa. Look at her cheekbones. Like, they just sculpted her very well, and a lot of collectors say that she looks like a real African lady. So anyway, we put her hair back on. So anyway, she has beautiful brown eyes and pretty eyeshadow. It's kind of like, it almost looks golden. I think it is gold. I don't know if you can really tell, but I think it's gold eyeshadow and eyeliner, and a nice pink lipstick. And I put her, like, she has the most clothes on. Well, I'm gonna just leave that off of her for now, because like I said, you can see if you don't put it on just right, it's gonna fall off, or at least mine is that way. So anyway, I put the most clothes on her. I feel like this kit came with more clothes than the other ones. So she has the jacket on, and this goes with the pleather top and pants that came in the other two kits, and it's really nice. It's like a crop top type jacket. And then she has on the little romper. I'm gonna just take it off so I can show you. She has on the romper that has shorts underneath, but I also put this skirt over top of that. So let me take that off and show y'all if I can get it off of her. This skirt is a mesh material, and it is stretchy, but you know, it was kind of tight getting it on her, and that could be just because I have the bodysuit on as well. But this is how that looks on her. So it's kind of reminiscent of Elle's jumpsuit from the Barbie Looks series. So yeah, and then I would just pull the skirt back on, and I just really liked that. I like that you can layer these pieces of clothing. That's always nice to have, because you can have several different looks with, you know, just a few accessories. So that's nice. And of course, this ties up at the back and it velcros here. And then she's wearing these nice boots. These are really cool. A lot of people were really excited to get these. They have kind of like a wedged heel with a little point there, and they have nice little details there. And of course, her movement is the same as all the other ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab our last doll from this kit, and I'll be right back. So here is our lovely girl on the regular body, and she is the one that I was most excited about in this kit. All of them are beautiful, but I just really liked her makeup. I liked the blue eyeliner, and I liked the way they did her lipstick. She has a lovely side eye glance going on there, and her eyes are a lovely shade of brown. And I put this wig on her obviously because it matches her makeup, and it's cut in like a bob hairstyle. And so all these look the same on the inside, but I'm just showing you anyway. Hopefully you can see it. It's just the regular silicone material there to hold it on. And I'm thinking when I do her hair, I'm gonna do black with some blue streaks, hopefully, to match her eyeliner and kind of keep the, you know, the color going on there. So I'm really excited about that. She has this lovely bronze necklace, and that just slides on and off like that. And I put her in this tank top. It has, you know, just the regular material here, and then it goes into the mesh here, and it velcros at the back, and it has the nice little straps. And I'm glad that these aren't clear straps. I don't mind the clear straps, but I really like it when they have, you know, just regular ones. And then I put her in the long skirt that matches the top. So it has this material here, and then it goes into the mesh material, and that velcros. So we have, what, 2 skirts that velcro. I think the rest pull on and off, other than, well, no, wait, let me backtrack, because all 3 of these actually velcro, all these skirts. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, all 3 skirts velcro in kit 3. So just in case you're wondering. Sorry, I had to clarify that for myself. But anyway, and then moving on, she has these lovely clear strappy heels, and I love these so much. These are definitely my favorites out of the kit. I love these boots too, but I think overall these shoes would be my pick. They just look really good on her. And then of course her movement is the same as all the other ones. I will say I noticed that the heads were harder to get on with this kit for whatever reason, and I know a lot of people said that they had the same issue, to where the heads didn't want to go down all the way, and they were probably scared, you know, that they were going to snap the neck peg somehow. But you just have to push it down like as far as possible. Just be careful with it. You know, I'm sure just because they're new dolls, it was, you know, harder to get these on. I didn't really have that problem with the other 2 kits, but I think that it was this kit that a lot of people were having the issue with. So anyway, just be aware of that as well. But if you're careful, it should be fine. You could also, you know, even though the whole point of these new neck pegs and stuff is to not have to heat the heads up, you still could do that to, you know, make them more pliable and help you get them on. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and put her back on her stand, and I will be right back. So that's the review of kit 3 of the You Create Barbie Basics dolls. Y'all let me know what you think of them. Which one is your favorite? Let me know which kit is your favorite, and then which face is your favorite. I know, like I said, we don't have the names to go with whichever face yet, but hopefully we will know soon. I am going to take some pictures and post them on Instagram, so y'all be looking out for that. And I will also be showing you the before and after, you know, when I get all of them rooted with hair. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did or found it helpful, be a doll and hit the like button. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!